Welcome to cryptography session. Today I give an introduction about key management. So in last class I gave the overview idea of Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm. So the public key encryption mechanism is used to help for exchanging keys with two entities. So there are two aspects for key management. The first one is for distribution of public keys for exchanging keys notations. So if the two entities can exchange their public keys, using that keys only they can able to generate session keys for doing implementation of encryption process. And the use of public key encryption is needed for distribution of these secret keys. So how the key management can be done? So in four ways the public keys may be distributed. First method is the public announcement. Second method is the publicly available directory. So a common directory is available. Each end user can access that particular directory for retrieving the public keys of another user. And the third one is public key authority, that is a trusted third party. So using the third party or a communication medium, to end user may able to access the keys from the authority. And the fourth type is public key certificates. So in this four way, the public keys may be distributed. So the first method is public announcement. So in this method, the users may able to distribute their public keys as a broadcast medium. For example, you can append particular public keys in a mail. For exchanging the keys in a mail, we may able to use an algorithm called PGP. That means pretty good privacy. So to open to all, we may able to send a public key. But major weakness of this public announcement is the forgery. So we already discussed the man in the middle attack at Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm. So if you openly transfer public keys in a particular medium, a hacker or an intruder may able to access the keys for doing the session key operations. So this is the major drawback for sending public keys as a open to all. So we shifted to the second method, that is called publicly available directory. So it is the greatest security environment in which it contains a pairs in it. So a directory is a common pool which contains the username and his corresponding public key. So every participant or a user should register with that particular directory, and a participant may able to replace a key at any time. And the directory information should be periodically displayed, and that should be maintained by a common authority. So using that common pool, every authorized user may able to access his public key by registering their name. So this is the second method. And the third method is public key authority. So it is the most important and tightening the security control for sharing the keys. So how it is done means, for example, A is an initiator. He is in need to transfer some information to the responder B. But the initiator A doesn't know about the public key of B. So the initiator first send an initial request to the public key authority. So this authority has a control of transferring the public keys to both initiator and responder. So for the first step is initiator send a request at a particular time to authority. Authority will send the reply, but that reply is only in an encrypted form. So it is encrypted with the public key authority's private key. So what are the informations will be transferred to initiator means the responder public key and the initiator request and its requested time. So these informations will be sent as a response to the initiator. So using that public key, the initiator send his identification to the responder before sending the message. That is, before sending the proper communication, first he send the initial identification to the responder. So if the responder received a message from the initiator, that responder should ensure the initiator is the proper authorized user or not. So he send a request to the public key authority with the particular request with its time. So the public key authority verify the initiator and the responder's information. Then, if the initiator is the authorized user, the public key authority send the same set of informations to the responder in an encrypted form. So the message is encrypted with the authority of its private key, and what all the informations will be sent as a response means the initiator public key and the responder's request and its time. So it will be sent as a response to the responder. Then at last, the responder will send the reply to the initiator in an encrypted form. So, encrypted form of PUA, here N1, N2 is available. Here N1 is a nonce, which was sent by the initiator at the requested time. And responder will send his own nonce. So, here nonce is nothing but an integer value for verifications. So, after receiving the information from the responder, initiator send an acknowledgement. That acknowledgement is also in the format of encryption notation with responder's nonce. So this is the public key authority information. So here the public key of initiator and the public key of responder is only hold at public key authority. If the particular end user is in need of sending a reply to those end users, means he will send a request of to public key authority for retrieving the other user's public key. So this is the third method. And the fourth method is the public key certificate. So certificate means every public key that should be validated at a particular time. So that public key authority will send the information as a certificate and it is signed by the certificate authority. So public key is not sent as a normal form. It will be sent with a particular time. So up to that time only, both users can able to send the message via those public key encryption format. So the example for public key certificate is X509. So this is the public key certificate. So this topic will be discussed at fourth unit. So these are all the four way of sending the public keys notations. So instead of public key authority, here certificate authority is available. So the initiator send his own public key information to the certificate authority. After verification of that authority, the information will be encrypted. So certificate CA, which was sent to the initiator A. So the ID and the public key authority PUA information time. So these values are encrypted with PR authority. Then he will send the certificate CA information to B. B will send a request to certificate authority. So that certificate authority send his own identification IDB PUB. After that, that information will be transferred to initiator A. Then they will securely exchange the public keys. So the IDA means initiator's identification. So that information with the nonce will be encrypted by using PUB. Then responder will send in a reply to initiator A, that is also in encrypted form. So EPUA of N1 is a nonce which was sent by initiator and N2 is a nonce which will be created by responder. Then he will send a acknowledgement to responder. Then responder will send the shared key, session key. So the session key was created at the responder side with the help of PUA. So like that, initiator will also created the session key with the help of PUB. So in this way only, the secret keys are here. K5 is the secret key. So it is only transferred in an encrypted form. So this is the notations. So these are the four types of key management or a key distribution. In a hybrid distribution means the combinations of any one of those four notations. So we should retain the private key in a key distribution center. We should only share the session key in an encrypted form. So the combinations of keeping private key as a secret one and also master key or a secret key in an encrypted form. So that is called as a hybrid key distribution methods. So this is the overview idea of key management and the key distribution types, which was done at a public key encryption methodology. So, previous class I give the creation of a secret key KS at both initiator and the responder side. So, for that the algorithm Diffie-Hellman key exchange notation was used, but that key should be shared any one of these four distribution mechanisms. That means either public announcement, public distribution, public authority, or a public certificate notations. Okay, thank you.